Hello, everybody. Welcome to Backbone of the Internet. I'm your host, MrBonesy, and I'm with my co-host, my
Lago
co-host,
64.
Loud
Are
Ghost
you
64.
are you all right?
Yes.
Are are you fucking high? The
No.
fuck is wrong with this guy? Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Backbone of the Internet. It is I, your undead host, Loud Ghost, and today we have a special topic.
As a as you may know, Valentine's was yesterday, and today is was it Single Awareness Day or
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
for singles, for people who don't have a date. And this is a Loud Ghost episode. So, do you mind discussing what the podcast's theme is going to be about, my friend?
Yeah, so despite it being Single Awareness Day and Single Awareness Day's entire shtick being like being single, promoting self love, friendship shit. Today we're gonna talk about how lonely I am, and if you're a longtime follower of the channel, you've probably heard of either the viewers or one of these fuckers making fun of me for it. But we're gonna tell you about one thing that I listen to because I'm lonely and no one loves me. Today's topic is drumroll, please. It's gonna be about ASMR videos. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's today's topic. ASMR video. We're just gonna get right into it.
I love to think someone's watching
Yeah.
this podcast one for the first time. He's like, "Oh, his ghost is a." That's how he sounds, and they click another one. He's like, "Hey, he sounds a lot more enthusiastic in these other ones."
Yeah, this is not enthusiastic. See, the people already know because some people, I'm not gonna name who, let that shit slip. But yeah, I do in fact listen to the asthma. And today is a topic is today's topic. We're gonna get into what it is. How I kind of got into it, and kind of a couple of my favorites. Much to my annoyance, a couple of my favorites. And if Trev's here has any favorites of his.
I will discuss. I'm not gonna just let this be me watching someone on fire. I will talk about myself and my experiences with ASMR because you know what? I actually I actually will not criticize. That's the wrong word. I actually respect your open honesty. And I'm gonna just jump on the same boat as you. Not this. I'm not on the same level, I would say, but I can respect it. I don't think it's weird. Also, I'll drag someone else under the bus too, while we're in this. So, yeah. Do you have a good starter for this? Because I really don't know where the fuck to start for this at all.
Well, like I said, let's talk about what it is first. Let's talk. So ASMR is short for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, and if I remember correctly, the guy who came up with that didn't know what exactly that meant, and I think
Go
I
on.
think like they I think they kind of just made up 'cause it's dumb. Anyway, it has no meaningful like naming. They kind of just named it that. Like the autonomous, they kind of just slapped a bunch of words together and were like, yeah, this makes sense. That's what it is. But basically, all it is a tingling sensation, right? And a pleasant form of paresthesia, which is like a sensation of like numbness or skin prickling or chilling or burning or whatever. And it usually begins on the scalp, moves down the neck and upper spine, and a bunch of other funny haha shit. A lot of people describe it as like low grade euphoria, because it's supposed to make you feel nice, you know. But the term is usually referred in media, usually audiovisual. Uh, you'll see those videos, once in a while, like ASMR barbershop or ASMR your girlfriend gets hit by a car or whatever, right? And usually ASMR is about the idea of attempting to give you those tingles. Some people just kind of slap it on whatever audio thing they use, but it's supposed to be about just straight up just
Just
anything that gives you the
sounds.
tingles.
Yeah.
Sounds
Anything.
sounds
Yeah.
like give you
Pretty much.
tingles. but
Like
people just slap it on whatever.
like for me, I guess a good example would be like because this is like actually I wouldn't say I get that like that sensation. I don't think I've ever gotten that sensation on my head or scalp or anything like that. Honestly, from listening to anything ASMR, but like a sound that is soothing to me, like I could sleep to it and like feel calm, is like a keyboard typing. That stuff is like really soothing to me. And that's all because when I was when I was like 5 years old, I was sleeping in the living room and my sister would stay up like way past like 12 and like the living room computer was like the only computer we had, so I'll be sleeping in the living room and I just hear her typing away on that keyboard constantly, and so like that became a very pleasant and soothing sound.
Mm-mm. So, of course, like many things on the internet, this is a thing that kind of has online discourse. As you know, like I insinuated, I listen to it because I'm lonely. So a lot of God, a lot of the usual discourse is like, you know, this shit's for lonely people, because people use it to either sleep or relax or studying in the background. Like fuck ass Kevin usually makes fun of me for it. I have it in the background usually whenever I'm playing games by myself because no one's around and I need
I
social interaction or else I'll just wivel up and die.
What would you consider yourself an extrovert?
No, not really. To an extent, like what's the one they're trying to push for like where you're 50-50?
Omnivore,
I
I
feel like
think.
I'm pretty yeah, that one. I feel like I lean more that one. Like I need to talk to people, but like I don't need to do it all the time.
Because
With certain
like
people, I like to talk to them a lot. Just
I
like,
I get that.
yeah.
I was because like that makes me wonder because you say that and like I'm an introvert, and even though like I be alone and like just don't talk to anyone. Yeah, like I do feel lonely, so I would like to talk to people, but I get drained, and so like I would like to be left alone. But like I
Mm,
can't imagine because something about that would irritate me. Like I'm just playing a game and then I'm just hearing something like someone talking to me constantly, like from a video like that. That I have to like watch that or pay attention to that. I can't like I can, but I don't like to multitask for that
see,
type of
because
stuff.
you haven't reached the levels of aloneness as I see. You were born in the loneliness. No,
I was.
you were adopted by the loneliness.
I no,
I was
I mean,
born in it,
I would say I was born in loneliness,
molded
dog.
by
I
it.
only made friends until middle school. Though, you know how many years of that being alone was?
Whatever. Anyway, of course, online discussion, the whole like, oh well, you see, more blah blah is actually linking to sexual arousal, blah blah, and it does it, everyone's like that, blah 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 blah. And hear me out, and hear me out, and hear me out. Okay, that is true. There is ASMR that people make to elicit sexual arousal, but there are people who listen to it not for that specific thing and just for relaxing or whatever, right? Or
Yes.
sleepiness. Because I I will admit, to this day, I think since high school, Jesus Christ, I'm lonely. Uh, I use it to sleep. It helps me sleep. I have sleep problems, and that helps that a lot.
I can
Yeah.
understand it. I don't use it. I don't use it to sleep, but there has been times where I've been watching like certain videos and I just sleep to it because like I mean, very common, I feel like, for a lot of other people, but like Markiplier has a very good, soothing voice. Like, he has a very nice voice when he's not screaming or yelling. And so some of
You
his
watch that
videos,
world's quietest gameplay.
not that video in particular, but I'm just saying, like, that and The Completionist, they had like very soothing voices. So when I was like late night watching those on my phone, there'd be times where I'll just pass out because like they have a very soothing voice and it's like, easy for me to
Mm.
sleep to.
So the stimuli in ASMR are usually called ASMR triggers, right? Which could either be auditory or sometimes even visual, but like kind of just depends. The usual ASMR triggers are most commonly soft spoken or whispering voice. Another one, I don't like this one. Okay, we're gonna also get into the triggers I like. I think personally, or I like or don't like. And this is one I don't like is listening to a person blow or exhale into a microphone.
I hate that.
That's not for me. I don't like that one. Like whispering, I like that. The blowing in, the exhaling into the microphone, the blowing into it, I don't like that. That's not for me. That's not for me. Uh,
That's more of like a fight or flight for me.
it's like it freaks you out.
I wouldn't say it freaks me out, but if it's like louder, then yeah, it freaks me out. Because it makes me think of you know when you're driving in a car and you like roll down the window, that sound freaks me the fuck out. That scares the shit out of me.
Does it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
if we're ever in a car, don't roll your windows down like just randomly while we're driving. That would freak me the fuck out. But like if you have it down and we're driving and it's like casually, the sound is just casually down. Like I
Hmm.
don't think of it at all. But if you just randomly like, just roll your window down, it's like I'm just my heart rate goes up really high. Like my heart starts pumping fast. I hate it. So like just blowing in my ears. Although I never had a human being actually just randomly blow in my ears, it probably wouldn't be the same effect. If I'm listening to any video or audio that does randomly like that would probably like annoy the fuck out of me. Kind of like how the only example I can think of would be Lethal Company because they have a random sound effect that's similar to just that, and that it randomly plays really loudly. And I remember every time that happens, it jump scares the hell out of me, and I get really angry afterwards.
You're a you're a weird you're a weird being. You know that? I think you're the only person I've heard that gets aggravated by the sound of a rolled down window. That's fucking crazy.
I wouldn't say no
No,
for the
I'm
car
just
thing. I
talking
don't
to
get
people who are
aggravated.
great.
I get freaked out.
Freaked out. Sorry, you get scared. Scary, right word? Freaked out?
Yes, I would say freaked
Scared.
out.
You
Yeah,
get scared of it.
it scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geeked out. I'm coining that shit now. Two people are gonna be down below, like, oh, I didn't know that. So do I, because they like glazing the shit on you. But
I mean, Zaya like doesn't like
other
it either, but go on.
that's one already. Listening to mouth sounds such as quiet clicking of the tongue or tisking. That one's hit or miss. Some people do it nicely, and I like that. That gets me to sleep. Uh,
I don't know.
like the tisk, tisk.
Okay, well, I didn't know this podcast was also going to be like a substitute for ASMR.
Well, it's not going to be because I'm a loud individual. But
Loud ghost. But
I was originally just thinking about doing the entire podcast in whisper, but I realized I would get like very pissed off very quickly.
you get pissed off watching it back.
Yeah, I would be, so I'm not doing that. Another one is the listening to tapping. Typically, one's nails on the hard surfaces. Like tapping. A lot of people like tapping. I
I
don't
don't like
see
that.
I see the appeal, but it's not for me.
I don't like it because yeah, I just don't like the tapping. Not like I
It
get
just
angry. It's just kind of annoying. I'm like, okay,
it's not enough. Yeah, it's not. It's kind of like move on, you know. But
yeah,
listening. I already said that. Listening to buttons being pressed, mostly those of keyboard typing or video game controllers. I like this one. This one's a common. Like I've said, I'm pretty sure I've gone record on stream. I like it when keyboards make tappy sounds. And
yeah,
as
same.
much as I fuck with Trevor for hearing his shit, I do like hearing his shit because I like tappy sounds. Tappy sounds on a keyboard are good, not just on a random hard surface. But keyboard sounds are pretty good. I
Yeah,
like
that's why I
that.
got this type of keyboard because I like the sound too. I like hearing it. I mean,
The clicky
I
clack
know
is
some
nice.
people
Yeah.
might get irritated, and especially since I don't, it's a loud ass fucking keyboard sometimes. You definitely can hear it in videos, like 100%. You just hear me like clack, 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 clack. But I like the sound, and so people could just shut up. I like hearing it, and it's just a pleasant sound. As I already discussed, it's a very soothing sound for me. I could fall asleep to it if somebody
Mm.
else was typing on their keyboard. We're gonna bring up the
Listening.
fact that you obviously have your like very wholesome, at least in my opinion, and like just nice. Like, oh, I like hearing it. Like, you may clown on me, but it's not annoying. But I'll never forget when you and Pierce were talking about it. And Pierce kind of made it weird. He's like, oh, I would love his keyboard. And I'm just like, huh?
Yeah, he was saying in a way. I was like, hold on, we're on the same side here, but I need you to. I'm gonna need you to say that a different
Like, you
way.
need to dial it back a bit, dog. I wasn't even there for it. I got told afterwards. So that felt even weirder because I wasn't present. So, like, it was a very weird thing to get told to by mouth. I'm like, they were saying, what? And who was there?
That's-
Yeah, that was fun.
uh, 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 yeah. Listening to quiet, repetitive sounds resulting from someone engaging in a mundane task, such as turning the pages of a book, writing, or scribbling. That one,
Writing seems not fun to listen to.
Like an old timey pen, I can see that. I kind of know what. There's a couple of them. I don't sleep to them. They're definitely like the ones I like as background to like me playing a game.
But like if
You
you had
know.
like if you imagine it, like I can close my eyes. If I was like sleeping, like my head on lap, like to like maybe my like a girl and she's like reading a book and like she's slowly turning the pages. Maybe I can sleep to that. Maybe.
Mm.
But I don't know about the writing. The writing just make me like think about work or at school and I'm like like I don't
uh,
I slept through classes and I wasn't enjoying it.
yeah, but it's not like yeah, but like the sound of like chalk on a not like a
God,
bad
no,
chalk on a
what
board,
did the
but
fuck? Anything on
like
a
soft
chalkboard
chalk on
sucks.
a board.
Fuck no,
Okay,
any
well,
chalk, anything on a blackboard or anything sucks. I can't. I'm glad we got rid of that shit.
uh, watch. Okay, so this is one I don't understand, and we're gonna get into that. Watching someone watching someone eat,
Oh, like a
which
mukbang.
is called mukbang. I don't like that. I don't see that as ASMR, and that's just me.
I can only. Well, as ASMR, no, I think that's kind of gross. I don't like hearing people just eat like munching because that's. I feel like that's a common thing to be grossed out by, like in your ear, especially when you're like. It's like, ugh. That's why I always mute myself when I'm eating on stream or something. But like a mukbang in
Mind,
general, I mean,
yeah.
watching that I feel
It's
like is
not.
different.
It's not fully ASMR, right? Some mukbang videos are definitely not, but some people do it as ASMR videos, and I'm like, why though? It's not. I don't know. That's just me. I just like I'm clowning on people because I know that some people like this shit, but like I don't see the appeal. Maybe I don't see the appeal.
I
Anyway,
I'm willing to watch people like have like tier lists of food as I'm eating my food. I'm like watching like all of criticals like, oh, we're ranking all these Burger King items as I'm eating like McDonald's or something. Like that's a slight enjoyment. It's not really a
but like
mukbang, but
seeing
it's similar.
someone like chow down, there's literally videos of you like seeing people chow down like 10 fucking Whoppers or some shit. I'm like, why is that?
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't
feel
know.
bad for the
Uh,
Whoppers.
what the fuck? I feel bad for the Whoppers.
Yeah, like God. You get like imagine getting unwrapped, you see the same guy, and you look around, it's just him with a camera, like, oh God. He's really gonna eat all of us, is he?
So here. Receiving personal attention, such as having one's makeup applied, hair styled, hair cut, or a medical exam performed. That one's a popular one. The like the barbershop role plays, the doctor role plays, the stuff like that, the makeup ones. Those are popular,
I like to get
and those
prettied
ones
up.
are like I like those as background ones. Like, and sometimes to sleep, depending on who they are, depending on the artist themselves. But like those ones are not bad. Those are pretty relaxing. Those
When
ones
you
get
say
the
those,
job
I
done.
think of like the ones with like an actual person like staring at you, like doing it.
Yeah, like live action stuff.
Well,
Yeah, there's a couple
yeah.
good people who do good ones.
Do you watch those ones?
Not anymore. When I first started my Uncharted journey, those were the ones I watched.
So like
Right,
15-year-old Ghost would watch those.
18-year-old Ghost. What was the person? No, that's not. What was your name? I'll find her. I'll find the person's name. This is the person I watched. Like the first time I watched ASMR, they're the person I was watching mostly. Uh, and I gotta find who they are. GB ASMR. There we go. The first person I watched do ASMR. She has a lot of pretty decent. Not a lot anymore. Tell me, I don't watch a lot of hers anymore, but she has pretty decent ones. Pretty good. She did the entirety of the B movie as ASMR, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Right? So she did the entire she did the entire audio track of the B movie as ASMR. So you could just put on the B movie, put it on mute, and play your video at the same time, and you would have the entire B movie as an ASMR movie. I thought that shit was fucking stellar. I thought that shit was hilarious.
That's
That
funny.
was that was you're doing the voice where it's not funny and you're just saying it.
Well, like I don't think it's funny personally, but like I could see the humor in it. Like that's funny to the extent.
Damn,
Like
that shit was 4 years ago. Jesus Christ. I need to get a
maybe
girlfriend.
4 years ago I would think that was
Oh,
hilarious.
fuck. Anyway, is the B movie only an hour 30? She did. Oh, I was about to say, wait, what? Hold on.
Did you just find a rabbit hole? Ghost.
She also did Shrek. Oh my fucking god.
Oh well, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm not watching that. I'm not gonna sit through another hour of doing that shit. Anyway, yeah, so stuff like that. She does pretty good ones. Anyway. Listening to the sound of rain or firewood burning and other natural sounds. I'm
Those
not
are
a fan
pretty.
of that one.
You really not? I love like those ones are actually pretty nice. Like fire or just
Like,
rain. Rain is really
oh yeah,
nice.
they have like hours and hours of like rain, like fire sounds or rain sounds or whatever. And here's the thing: I don't like ambience based ASMR of just like where it's just straight sound. I
I
like the whispers. I like the other stuff. So when it's just raw, just like the sound of rain, the sound of fire. I wake up in the middle of the night when my YouTube auto plays that shit. I'm like, nah, switch that shit to something else. I'm not sleeping to this. That's just me. I don't know.
I like it as if it was an addition to something like that. Like
To an addition, it
yeah,
can't just be by itself,
by
in my
itself
opinion.
is like I can't. I don't know if I can just. But once again, I can't sleep to those anyways. Really, I don't think. But like it just raining, like real life. If it was just raining out the window, that's soothing. I'm like, oh, nice. But I can't see myself ever being like, let's turn on this YouTube video. Okay, play.
Listening to crinkly items such as paper, clothes, and
Fuck
substances such
no.
as that. Really, I agree with you.
Fuck no. Well, like I think that just like scratches like some of my etiquettes in my brain.
Just
I don't want to be like a public disturbance. So like if I have like a paper bag or something and I'm like, okay, where do you throw this away? I don't like I want to crumple it in the least amount of sound it takes because I don't want to be
mm,
like so everyone can like look at me or something. So I think it was like any type of bag. In movie theaters where it's like the most prevalent where I'm like trying to be at the most quiet. And if you're not quiet, you physically irritate me.
mm. Listening to certain types of music such as lo-fi. I don't like music in my ASMR videos. And that's just I'm not targeting certain people. Some people, some artists put music in the background, usually at low volume, to fill in the noise in between like silence, right? But I don't like it. I don't like music in my ASMR. If I want to listen to music, I'll go listen to music, you know?
I can respect that. I can respect that.
And some people have unlikely triggers, such as listening to someone laugh or seeing someone smile causes a ASMR trigger.
Well, I wish someone had like the smile one and they just looked at me and it's like, oh my god, you make me feel nice when you smile. And like I'll be like, oh really? And they like be my friend and yeah. That sounds nice. Sounds
I,
nice
I
for
just
me.
imagine I just imagine you just look out the window. Yeah, I just imagine you just looking out the window, just smiling with this.
I was.
But yeah, so like triggers like that, whispering, other things.
Like
This is one. There's one, and we're gonna get into it. There's one. Just people doing stuff up close to your ears, like kissing your ears or licking your ears is also another one.
mm-mm.
Specifically, one that gets whack-a-mole by YouTube is ear licking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
That
Like
one is popular. I to me, it's a case by case. I don't like it all the time
to me, I don't like
because I
that in
think it's too
general.
much. I think it's too much at times.
I
I
don't
think it's
want
too much. But that's
anyone
just me.
licking my ears. I don't even care for my
Interesting.
ears. My ears are kind of just like product placements. Like I don't want anyone touching or kissing or licking my ears. Like if someone were to, I'm not gonna like stop them because if they want to, that's like okay, that's you. But I'm not gonna be like lick my ears.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's never something I will come out the gate with and be like, yeah, I'm into
Hmm.
that. Please bite my ear, kiss my ear. No, it's like If she's doing it
Mm,
to me or if, whatever, I'm like, okay, you do you. I'm not gonna stop you. Just this doesn't do anything for me.
but yeah, so that's a bunch of triggers. Of course, as everyone knows, YouTube is kind of the home for ASMR, right? So ASMR videos have been pretty popular in the last couple of years, and they kind of just fall into two categories: intentional or unintentional. Right? Intentional, of course, is made by ASMRists on purpose. They're usually taught as such, blah blah. However, there's also unintentional ASMR, such as the likes of British author John Butler, which you can look them up. They kind of like they have he has a bunch of interviews. He's very like soft spoken type of guy. I listened to a couple of them. They don't put me to sleep, but they're just kind of nice having the background while studying. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has a very nice voice, and of course, the always famous Bob Ross is also another. They kind of fade into the unintentional because dog. Before I knew what ASMR was, I was sleeping to Bob Ross fucking things because his voice is very soft spoken. The ASMR ness of the fucking him painting, like it's very kind of ASMR before ASMR, So I would quite honestly just sleep to that shit on accident. Uh,
Nice, nice, nice. I never even thought of it like ASMR.
uh,
I haven't seen a thing of Bob Ross in a long time.
a lot of people point out the Toy Story 2 scene with like Woody being like all done up as an example of unintentional ASMR. Some people said like, "Hey, this is kind of relaxing. This causes the tingles."
I think that's just a
Uh,
watch. I guess yeah, watching is an ASMR thing, huh? I think it's just because it's like you're watching something getting repaired and like fine, like cleaned up and fine, which is I think a thing on YouTube too, where a lot of people like get something that's like completely destroyed and they just clean it up and repair it.
uh, and of course, because people like being relaxed and tingled and being in a state of semi euphoria, ASMR has become pretty popular with about 25 million videos of it being published on YouTube by 2022. And of course, it being 2026 is probably like double that. And of course, categories on like Twitch and Kick and Instagram and TikTok being like ASMR live streams, uh, content creators rising to fame just on ASMR. Like I said earlier, Gibby ASMR, and I'm pretty sure Gibby has like 1.8 million or maybe more. It's been a while. I would have to go back to her channel and check that. Hold on. Uh, I think yeah, Gibby has 5.2 million subscribers just off ASMR. I
Damn.
I want to say she's actually I don't think she's the most popular. I think someone else. But stuff like that, people kind of like it. And of course, there's been multiple like studies on whether or not to be like ASMR actually exists or if it's just a placebo. Because some people say they have and some people don't. And after a couple thingy things, specifically uh, I believe one that was done in 2020, research that was done in 2022, it's estimated that 60% of the population can experience ASMR while 40% don't.
I might be
But
on
it
that
kind of
40% then.
they kind of need more research because again, it could just be placebo and people could think, oh, I should be experiencing something. So their brain kind of tricks themselves into it. Um, and of course, people who experience ASMR report feeling relaxed, sleepy, uh, and of course, some people like, this is intimate, like one of the popular categories being like the girlfriend experience ones and stuff, right?
Yes.
Uh, some people are like, that seems pretty sexual, and of course, there are ones that are literally just audio porn, but
That's where
you
you
know,
go on that black and orange site to see those.
yeah, or Reddit. There's like a bunch of things dedicated to Reddit for specifically that, because Reddit's a cesspool. But yeah, 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 yeah. There's a
Yeah.
lot. There's a There's a lot on that.
I
ASMR has also been shown in like like TV shows. Everyone like I think one of the Super Bowl commercials had like an ASMR segment, and then like was it Brooklyn Nine had an episode with that.
I didn't know that. I do know the Game Grumps made a episode on that, but that was it.
Hell, I think the Beavis and Butthead when they came back, they watched an YouTube video having GB ASMR in it.
Well, that's funny.
So that is pretty funny. But
Yeah, I don't know if it was
yeah, those
mentioned in
are
your categories, but would there be a category of like ASMR swapping to the one side of your ear to the other side of your ear, like audio
oh
displacement?
I would yeah I'd count that as well. Yeah, if you get the tingles, I mean, shit, it's ASMR. Like, if it has the response, it's an ASMR video,
I'm only bringing that up because
intentional
like
or
for
unintentionally.
I only bring that up because like for me like that doesn't do anything, but it's definitely one of those like okay, I have to have both earphones in. I know for Zion, he hates that stuff.
Mm,
That's why I wanted to bring it up if there was like because it was the only thing you didn't like say as a category, and I was just wondering if I just missed that or
I
not.
get, the things I say is not end all be all, but
Yeah. There's probably a lot more, of course, we have left not talked about, but that's the beauty of interpretation, right?
yeah. So we're gonna get into the segment of the podcast that I'm dreading the most, and that is my experience with ASMR and a couple of my favorite channels. And I'm gonna kill myself. But
But
that's all I got. Anyway, like I say before, back in high school when I did a thing, very funny thing during freshman year, and I felt like I wanted to jump in front of a bus, and I could not sleep at night, which has haunted me ever since. I
damn.
started listening to ASMR, right? Okay, because I had a tough time
Wait,
sleeping,
wait,
and
wait,
what?
wait, wait. You're telling me that one singular event is what caused this?
Yeah,
That is
that
crazy.
that event will haunt me to the end of my days. Anyway, because of
Understandably, but that's
uh,
insane.
the amount of anxiety I had post that one thing I did
But think about it.
caused
When you
me to.
got back, me and you became such good buddies.
I hate how that was the canon event that made you my friend. I really do. Like we were already friends before then, mind you, but
We
like you
were friends
became even
before
more my
that, but
friend
like,
after
no,
that.
no, we can't discuss what it is, of course. But like, I want you to know because when I learned about it, my thought wasn't like, what? My thought was, oh fuck yeah.
I want to kill myself.
I was like,
Anyway,
this guy's sick
because
as fuck.
of that thing I did, I kind of wanna anyway, so because all that anxiety I couldn't sleep, and then eventually I was like, what the fuck, can I sleep? What can help me sleep? Of course at the time my parents were not going to give me like melatonin whatever the fucks because they were kind of like,
Cheap.
don't have those, blah blah. Yeah, not cheap, just kind of like, don't have them, you might get addicted to them type,
Oh
because if
yeah,
you
yeah, I
have
get
them too
that.
often, whatever. So I would go on research, and I'm like, what make you sleep? And at first you get white noise and whatnot. White noise is hit or miss, and then eventually I get recommend. Looking through, it's like, oh yeah, just watch ASMR. I'm like, the fuck is ASMR? And so eventually I get the GB channel, and I start watching a couple of those, and I just go right to sleep, right? And since then I've been exploring YouTube, seeking out YouTube ASMR videos, which I've come across many of channel, and I've seen ASMRs from all types of, I guess, categories and different YouTubers. I have favorites, of course. I say favorites, but I haven't watched a lot of them in a fucking while, like a couple channels in a while. Uh, but there's pretty good one. Yeah, so that's how I got on that. Is just I couldn't sleep. I do it to this day. I'm not gonna lie. I still listen to that shit because I still can't sleep properly now, just because of different reasons.
Okay, I'm
But
glad that it has different reasons now. I thought it was still for the same reason to this day.
no. Now my life just sucks because of other shit.
No, understandable. My life sucks too.
Well, at least you have a girlfriend.
Okay, well, I got lucky with that one.
Yeah, I can never get lucky, dog. Anyway,
Calm down.
uh,
You'll get there
I'm
eventually. I'll be there. I'll be there. Like you'll. I'm gonna do the Batman, like the Dark Knight Rises, where I'm gonna be Alfred taking a sip of coffee. I look over and I see you with Selena, and I'm just like, I just smile and like wave, and then like, the movie ends. I'll be there. I'll be there for you.
you better not be there. Anyway,
Well, like not for those moments. I don't want to see like the Loud Ghost Junior.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, how'd you first learn about ASMR, buddy pal? Let me get the heat off me real quick. How'd you first? What was the first one you've seen? Yeah, let's go with that.
What was the first one? Let me think, because I can't remember. Like, I can't pinpoint to the exact moment of me discovering it, but I can pinpoint when I was listening to it frequently. During high school, where I felt very lonely, and I felt,
Yeah.
and I was thinking to myself, "Damn, my life is miserable." And I already thought my life was miserable. It was just at that point, everyone around me was getting girlfriends, and I still have never had a single girlfriend up until that point. So I was like, my life is so miserably sad and lonely. And then I must have came across somehow, because all I would listen to would be Yandere ASMR videos. So yeah.
You don't say. You
Now,
don't say.
I'll keep in mind, I mentioned before, I never slept to that stuff. So yeah, I was fully awake, consciously just listening to it, laying in the darkness, letting my imagination play out. And then I'll listen to like 6 of them, and I'll be like, okay, that's enough. And then I'll go to bed. And I did that for like a good portion of my sophomore year. Like, I think the entirety of my sophomore year was me doing that. So yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. It'll be Yandere ASMRs.
Because they're okay. Now let's see. Now this is where we get into the conversations here.
Okay.
Were you seeking out willing listener Yandere ASMRs, or were you jumping into the ones where they were unwilling and you were just saying they're like, listener, shut the fuck up. She loves you. Just let it happen. You know?
It would be like, if there was a middle option for what you said there, it would be mainly the middle option in the willing, because unwilling always leads to you getting attacked or stabbed, and I don't want to listen to myself dying in this story. That shit's just upsetting. But
most of the ones I came across, they were like that. Usually you just kind of get locked away.
well, like, yeah, I usually just found like the middle ground where like they didn't say you're willing or unwilling. They just kind of
They
came at
kind
you.
of, yeah.
That is like the main one I aimed at, but the willing ones I gave sometimes. Well, sometimes the willing ones piss me off because then it just like smoothly plays out too well, and there was like no evil or creepiness about it. And I was like, oh, okay, shit, this wife. But like I usually just found the middle ground between those. But that was like sophomore bones. Which is weird to say. Technically speaking, sophomore bones was a part of the channel history because I did record my stuff at the end of my freshman year. So if you go to my oldest, that's freshman year Bonesy. And if you do the math of like years, and I graduated like in 2022, I think you can probably figure out where that form of Bonesy and what videos he was still uploading at that time of where he was, like what he was listening to and sleeping to. But yeah, that's the stuff I would aim for. And then of course I wasn't strictly listening to just that. I think I also listened to like other like girlfriend ASMRs as well. My least favorite was Tsundere because that shit always got on my nerve. I think Tsunderes are like, I don't know how anyone could get into a Tsundere because I'll just immediately take it as, oh, she doesn't like me, and turn away and leave. She would be like, oh no, you're such a stupid bitch, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I'll just walk away. I wouldn't be like, okay, maybe I'm still the game. I'm not. There's no. I'm just like, all right, she doesn't like me clearly, and I'll leave. So like listening to like that, it's just the audio just made me feel sad. It's like, damn, why am I listening to this? And of course, like some others I would listen to. I listened to Kundere, which like once, and then I wrote a character based on that, so that was fun. Trying to remember what else. Most of my stuff was literally just Yandere stuff because that was like the most engaging in my head I could play with.
I remember the Yandere phase. There's a
Yeah,
lot of good ones you can't find anymore, which peeves me a little
yeah,
because I
no.
was, which sometimes I'm just laying there in the middle of the night. I'm like, damn, I remember that one was a masterpiece.
There,
I remember one time.
what? That is the most relatable fucking thing you've ever said because I generally know what that feels like. I remember being like, "Where was this audio?" And it's gone. It doesn't
It's
exist
gone. There
anymore.
was one that was like an hour and a half. It was technically a bunch of parts, but eventually the creator like put them all in one. It was an hour and a half of just this Yandere like storyline. And then like, I was listening to it, I'm like, damn, this shit's a masterpiece. This bittersweet ending that like they're together, but like now they have to run off and whatnot. I'm like, I God, I wish there was more. And then what like last year, I was just laying there, I was like, where did this go? I need to find this again. And I couldn't find it. And I was like, damn, I'm just gonna kill myself. I can't.
I generally know what that feels like. There was one.
God,
It
there's
wasn't a long video, but it was like it was just a really nice story, and I really liked how it played out. And she sounded kind of cute, and I'm like, that's a good one, and it's just gone. It's just lost to time.
God, there was another one. There was a couple that were made by what is it? Okay. Now we're gonna start name dropping ones I've listened to. So there's an ASMR artist known as Pillow Deer, right? Who is a VTuber who does ASMR, right? Okay. So at some point, she kind of did a rebranding to like double down on the VTuberness, right? But before she did all that, she had a bunch of just top tier Yandere ASMR. I mean, some pretty decent quality stuff, top quality stuff. And
Wait, did she
then
get rid of it all?
she did, and that jorkled my jingles, and I was like, damn, that shit was peak. That shit was peak as fuck. It was just gone.
I'm saying that because I
Oh,
looked it up on my phone, and all they have is live streams.
I know, I was devastated. You know, no. Ah, God. All that's left are just ones that people re-uploaded because they saved it. And
Understandable.
I'm just like, damn.
I type down ASMR right now on my. Yikes.
God. Well, okay, so this is where we get into another thing is ASMR, like I said earlier, you know, like it's not always for sexual, whatever, gratification, but sex sells. So you'll notice a lot of like ones that are popular kind of have clickbaity thumbnails, or their content is kind of like very like loner, like lonery. You're a loner guy with no body kind of aiming. So that's what you'll see a lot of the algorithm pushing because that's what a lot of people kind of click on. But there are some good diamonds hidden underneath the other stuff. Do I want to? Do I want to? I guess we're doing this. All right. This is the part that I've been dreading because I know the second this fucking podcast gets released, and I'm saying all these names, people are gonna look at them and look at everything, all their fucking social medias, all their whatnot, to see if they
Ghost.
could say,
Oh shit! My armchair fell off. Ghost. I
that killed
would
me.
expose myself just for you, but you go first.
Okay. Oh, great. So, guys, this is the segment of the podcast. We're gonna go through my favorite ASM artists. Oh, I want to kill myself. All right. So first things first. When YouTube does a YouTube Rewind thing, I think it's for. I don't know if it's just for people who pay for premium. I pay for premium because I listen to ASMR and I do not like ads
I
in
also
between
pay
my
for
ASMRs.
premium, but I do that for YouTube Music.
he does it for music. I do it for the ASMR. I don't need ads. That's the only reason I bought the premium, is so I can listen to ASMR without ads. That was the only thing that sold me on it. If that's the only it. If ASMR was easily accessible anywhere else, I would 100% do it there. But most decent ASMRs go through YouTube. So,
Also, YouTube Rewind is like a thing they used to do for like every year, and then they stopped doing it.
but during the last YouTube Rewind, it told me for 2025, it told me
Oh,
I
you're talking about
watched
that. You're talking about like the little recap.
5,000 the recap, sorry, the recap one, where it said I watched 5,735 channels this year, which is 17 times the average viewer. On the image that shows all the channels that you listen to, all the channels you watched, only 2 of them were non-ASMR. Those being MrBonesy and Alex's channel. Meaning, most likely, out of those 5,735 channels, I could bet money on this. Probably 80% of them were probably ASMR channels that randomly flip through whenever I would sleep, and it would autoplay and it would go through different ASMR channels. I probably randomly went through a couple of them. So that's why I had that much watch time, is because every night I would go in and listen to them, or during the day, because like I said earlier, I listen to ASMR on other times.
Me and Alex looking at each other, surrounded by all these women.
I sent you that, didn't I?
I think he did. It's been a while though.
But yeah.
Hey, actually, before we move on, because you did say that you listen to them even during the day, I just want to mention this because like I have no other area I could just drag this in. I want you guys to know that. So we're watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond's Unbreakable, and then they're on the episode
Let's
where
go
they're.
down.
No, I gotta say this. I gotta say this because I think it was amazing. It added so okay. We're watching the episode where the guy's stand is like what is it, a mannequin that takes the form of who's like mimicking?
Oh yeah, Surface. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the episode, but like of course I'm watching this blind for the first time. Ghost is watching this knowing everything. So he's like basically watching my reaction sometimes. And I'm like sitting there like trying to unpuzzle, like put together like what's going on. And I'm hearing like in the episode or through the screen share, I'm hearing like a whispering, but like it's so unaudible I couldn't make it out. And my thought was, oh, that guy's like it's like a voodoo thing. Oh, it's kind of cool. He's like saying stuff like that's the stand. And then when I bring it up, Ghost is like, huh? Pauses it, looks up, looks at his Google tabs, and then clicks on one, and I just see an ASMR video, and he immediately closes it out and goes back to JoJo.
Oh god, I want to fucking blow my brains out.
Dude, I thought that was so funny. I thought
okay, there's another one. I was playing with my coworker, right?
Yes.
So it was me, him, and Alex. We were doing something, and I screen shared something, and my hand slightly went to the left and clicked on what was playing on my. Actually, clicked on my Opera tab instead of the game tab because I was trying to show him something.
Yeah.
And it showed that I was listening to ASMR. But it was a bad.
Yikes.
Not a bad one. But it was like one of the mommy ASMR.
Oh yikes!
And oh my god, because he plays games in like like a room his wife like walks into. So like his wife walked in and saw that, and she was like, "Damn, you listen to some mommy ASMR? I knew it." Oh my god,
oh yikes!
So quickly, I like closed that shit out after I realized, because I thought I screen shared it and it was like, what the hell is that? And I looked and saw that it was the mommy ASMR. Get it out. I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. I could feel myself turning red, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I want to die.
That fills me with like slight joy, honestly.
Oh fuck you!
Hey, if it makes you feel better, you're not alone. Apparently, Mick Reapers also listens to ASMR.
Okay, I'm gonna need his top 5 list.
I don't know his list, but he said that if you look at his thumbnails, where he like jokingly puts a thumbnail title of ASMR, he said you could pretty much get like a good taste of what he actually listens to. And I know for a fact I saw a few of them saying "mommy ASMRs." So
Yikes! Oh my god.
So
Anyway, I want
yeah.
you guys to know that during this entire stream, my face is red, and I want to. Anyway, back to the Jesus Christ, back to the thing. So also because of that, it gave me my top 5 channels that I watched the most of.
Yes.
So the top 5 channels are all ASMR channels, of course. So this is gonna tell you my taste of ASMR channels of last year.
This sounds like
so
you're
far,
like this sounds like you're on court trial and you're like having to like take a sip of water each 5 seconds. Like, oh.
I am. I do have a cup of water in front of me that I'm drinking. So these 5 channels are relatively, I'd say they're pretty accurate. So number 5, God, this requires background information. Plug it. At number 5, we have Shrony Cuddles, who is a VTuber. Shut the fuck up. I'm being so okay, guys. I'm being so honest right now. I'm laying it all on the table, right? I need none of you motherfuckers to mention this. Okay, I guess you guys are gonna mention it nonetheless. Fuck you guys. Don't make fun of me for it. Anyway, so we have Strody Cuddles, who is a VTuber of a VTuber company called something. Was it just Valor? It is Valor. Doesn't matter. VTuber Valor, right? We'll get to them in a second. I will have to explain them because you guys are gonna fucking destroy me if I don't like defend myself. But she's at number 5, which is pretty accurate. She has like a Scottish accent, which I think sounds nice. But when you guys look up her, but when they look up her channel, Trevor,
yeah.
if you type in Strony Cuddles on YouTube, at least from me, how
do you even spell that?
STRONNY.
STROONY?
NNY space CUTTLES.
I see it.
Oh, if you go into her channel and you see her stuff, there's a couple things, like basic like girlfriend ASMRs, blah blah blah.
Sticky wet golf thigh claps.
And then you get to that stuff, which is part of the lives. I don't like how you said that out loud, and I now want to kill myself. But yeah, you get stuff like that because Channel Valor are a bunch of VTubers, right, that do ASMR or play games, right? Okay, but they're also made up of people who do the spicy audios, like I mentioned before. So they all make goon audios that people goon to. So their entire fan base is made up of gooners, and so they have streams like that. ASMR streams like that. And if you scroll down,
it makes you feel better. The first thing I saw was feet ASMR. Okay, why did I click on that? Holy shit, that was like a bad decision. I thought the thumbnail was animated. I thought it was gonna be just a fucking thing, and I clicked on it. It's actual feet.
Yeah, it is. I remember that one. You want to know why?
That's
I watched the entire thing.
Why?
Anyway, because it was decent ASMR to have in the background. I'm sorry.
You know what?
She has one where she also made Bionicles, which I kind of like that one too. But if you scroll down far enough, I want to find it. I don't know if YouTube smited it yet. Let me keep scrolling. I think it was really old, a pretty old one, like when they first came out. They had this. Oh my god. Anyway, let's move on. So Channel Valor is made up of people who make those type of audios, but they're all mostly entertaining. I think I'm subscribed to most of them because I like some of their stuff. Also, she's Scottish and her accent make nice tingle. Anyway, so she's at number 5 of last year of ASMR channels I've watched.
I want to go up from here.
Above her is Dude That's Wholesome.
I know that one.
Who's known for things that are not so wholesome. What? She
Well,
has.
yeah. Their bad name is Dude It Lude.
Yeah. But she also has pretty nice regular ASMR. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Pretty good ones. I do fall asleep to them. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
At number
I've only
4.
heard their goon ones.
Damn.
I'll be honest. Shit.
Well, at least you're honest. I've listened to the stuff that isn't.
Well,
That is wholesome. That is wholesome. That is wholesome.
yeah.
And they're pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Okay. But
And
I know for a fact you listen to the goon ones.
anyway, so on to number 3. We have okay, so this is another one that like damn, I understand why creators like evolve past what they get popular off of. But fuck. I wish she kept up with this. Which that being Wizpaw ASMR, she moved on to like being a like VTuber, so she has like a different persona, but which is like Foxy for sure. Which I don't watch the streams, and that channel also has ASMR, but like it doesn't like she switched up the energy for it, which it's not bad, but Wizpaw was just different. So now it's like Wizpaw's archived ASMR where she like saved a channel and kept all the videos up. So you still go in there and watch it. So that's what I did for last year, and that's why it's on number 3 because it has a lot of ones that I fall asleep to. It's pretty classic, and there hasn't been a newer video of like 3 years,
That's
and
damn.
that was still top 3 in my videos of last year because that shit is relaxing.
Damn.
Don't look at me.
I'm not.
I'm dirty.
I could tell.
Anyway, it's you fucking bastard. No, this might be a good one for Zion because this one's a rabbit. So like this might be a good one. This might be a good introductory ASMR to Zion.
I don't know. He falls asleep listening to me. So
That's somehow worse. That is somehow worse. Anyway,
he could fall asleep watching my videos, and I'm like, you what?
anyway, my hands are shaking. Anyway, on to 2. We have Pillow Deer, like I mentioned before. Has pretty decent ASMRs. Usually, I want to say it defaults to Pillow Deer during the middle of the night, so that's why her numbers are so high. Because I don't go on my let me admit this. I don't usually go on my way to like go see Pillow Deer's stuff these days. Like especially last year, it just kind of auto defaulted to her because she has a fuck ton of ASMR streams. So it always defaults to that, and then it plays the entire thing because I'm asleep. But admittedly, she has pretty decent like ASMR streams. Not like a bunch of stuff I like, but it usually goes there, and I watch those, and they're usually okay. She also still has like Yandere live streams. I do like the one Yandere ASMR live stream she did. That escapes me now because it's not showing up. But I do like that one. That shit's pretty good. But let's move on to number 1.
Hits me, guys.
Which I'm apparently, according to YouTube, last year I was in the top 0.1% of viewers, and I watched 940 of their videos this year. Which I don't know if that means like it doesn't mean because I don't think she has 940 videos. Let's be yeah, she doesn't. That means I've watched all of her videos 940 times, which I think I actually watched more. I don't think that's accurate, but
I think it means like
and that
fully
being,
watched. Like even if
I
you
guess
replayed the same video, it means like you watched that video like one time, so it counts as like another video watched.
I don't know, but anyway, 940. So I'm in the top 0.1% of viewers for that channel. And that being Skitty Cat ASMR, which is another person who does inner audios on the side. But we'll get past that and we'll move on. But she has a lot of ASMR. And if I were to screen share my screen right now and scroll down, I have watched almost every video.
I am looking at Skitty Cat right now on my phone.
And I'll admit it. She has great audios. She has great audios. Okay, I'm not gonna run from it, deny it. I'm not gonna deny it. Her Yandere ASMRs are probably some of my favorites. Okay, her I'm not gonna call out a couple of these because they make me look
Sleepy
more lonely than
Sonic
I.
ASMR gotta go
I do
slow.
remember when that dropped. That surprised me, but it's not a bad one. It's not my favorite. It's not a bad one, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I do like the new tea shop one. The new tea shop one's pretty good, but that's neither here nor there. She does good ASMRs. I do like the home break-in one. I think the home break-in one's pretty good. I think I think the gutter cat ones are good. Of course, the pat dealer ones are good. I like the pat dealer ones. The vampire ones are pretty. They're old, but they're oldies, but they're goodies. The vampire ones are good. Uh, but that's neither here nor there. I will admit, yeah, no, I agree with my YouTube. I think she probably has some of my favorite stuff. But as evidenced by YouTube saying I watched most of her shit, but she has good stuff. I like that stuff.
Damn.
But let me talk about. Let's talk about some of the other ones I've listened to. I say wanting to fucking gouge my eyes out. Uh, so like I said earlier about like Strony, right? Is the Velour, right? The Velour ones, right? The Velour VTubers, right? Okay. So do that lewd. Dude, that's wholesome. I mean,
Yeah, that's
DTL or
himself.
DT whatever, right? Dude, let's just call him dude. So dude has funded a VTubing company, right? And it's called Velour, right? Okay. They have 2 generations of VTubers, right? First one being called Indulge, second one being called Forbidden, doesn't matter. I subscribe to practically all of them except like 2, but they don't interest me, which is a shame because I think they're pretty cool people. But I only subscribe to those who I want to see their videos immediately. Anyway, so almost all of them have a Patreon full of stuff, but their ASMR videos are pretty good. And I have to say, so the idea is right, okay, right. They're people who are some of them are people who are like famous before like the ASM like being in that position, right? Being in that role they're doing right now. And I could say I knew one of them almost immediately.
Yikes! Yikes!
And it
Question mark?
was it was Immy. It was Immy. I knew Immy immediately because she did John Derry ASMRs that I really liked.
A lot of
But then
yandere
like
words being thrown out on this podcast episode.
and then like she did a lot of like non-willing ones, which like kind of turned me off of them, which is why I like stopped listening for a little bit. And then when the Velour stuff came out, I was like, oh, DTL's brewing this shit. I might as well go listen to a couple of them. I saw Emmy's and I heard her voice. I was like, oh my fucking god, it's her. Fuck. Shit, I know that voice anywhere. And then God. She has decent ones. She has pretty good ones. I like some of hers. Anyway, then the Gen 2 came out, and I was like, oh, fuck. I recognize 2 voices from this one. And then, like, one of them I knew immediately. The other one, it took like 2 videos. But I knew the Siru Foxhound one immediately because I listened to a lot of hers before. And then, ugh, God, I need a girlfriend. What?
Are you gonna let your girlfriend whisper to you when you're like laying down?
Oh, I'm gonna beg her. If she doesn't want to, then it is what it is. But please, I need it. Anyway,
I did not expect that response.
I'm not hide it anymore. It's on the table, dog. I'm being truthful. Anyway, but like at the time, if I get a girlfriend, hopefully, because like I can't watch ASMRs if I have a girlfriend. That's just wrong.
Yeah, I get
But
that. For me, it's like the same, but for like just artwork. Yeah, like
interesting.
yeah. For me, that shit is like, which is why I know I ain't addicted to anything. The moment I get like in a relationship, I just drop all forms of images of that sort of kind. And I feel pretty clean and I don't have any problems and I don't feel like quote unquote addicted. And Demise had a hard time believing me when I said, yeah, I just don't goon. So yeah, I get that. I can understand like the dropping of that.
Well, I don't, so I still listen to them. Anyway, pff, I'm gonna die low. Anyway, so out of the Vialore ones, I like the Cynthia Sanguine. I'm subscribed to her. I like hers. Emmy, like I said before. Siru, like I said before. Uh, there's that British one I like. What was her name?
Yaku?
Mara. Mara's pretty good. It's Azura from the first generation, pretty good, but Shibby's fine. They lollified her recently, which I didn't enjoy too much. But at the same time, they de-lollified Icy, but that's its own conversation for another time.
That's its own can of worms.
That is, and despite Mercy being like yandere coded, she's not my favorite, which is sad because I quite do like yandere.
Okay.
But I am subscribed to her because she has a couple gems. But that's not the point. Other who else can I say without like me killing myself?
Oh no, do it.
Yeah. Do I want to say this one? Because this one. Hold on. Do I want to say this one? This one might come back to haunt me. So there's a person called Ali Kaiser, right? Okay, Ali Kaiser, Ali Kaiser, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, unlike the other ones where I like heard the wholesome shit and then I'm not confirming or denying stumbling upon the non-wholesome stuff, right? This one's the opposite, where I ran across Ali Kaiser's non-wholesome stuff first, and then was hit with whiplash when I was randomly like the YouTube video defaulted into recommending her video and sending it to that one. And I was like, hold the fuck on. This is the goon one. And I was like, oh no, she's a VTuber and she does wholesome stuff. I'm like, damn, how did I don't like finding the non-safe for work ones first and then the wholesome ones. That just makes me feel weird. Anyway, doesn't matter. That one threw me off. That's a good one though. That's a good one. Don't see. There's other ones that are just one off that like I listen to them and then I don't. I consistently come back to the ones I named earlier. Yeah, and then there's some I'm just not gonna say because that's a conversation for another day. But I'm not. I really don't. Okay. Do I wanna open that can? Do I wanna do this? I think that would be just another like
nail in the coffin.
That's another nail I'm planning into my coffin.
I mean, might as well if we're going this far. Like we're already journeying the Great Odyssey. Might as well already.
I could see you like in your plush fuck ass chair, just like one leg like over the other, just drinking your fuck ass like fancy ass bone tea or something. Because this is me loading another bullet into the revolver that you're gonna play. That I'm playing Russian roulette with.
Yeah, it's like Squid Game where they're playing Russian roulette to each other.
See, if I do this is literally no turning back, and I don't want to say this.
If you do it, I'll say the thing that I've been holding on to.
Okay, so there's another. Okay, so these are the ASMRs.
You monster! Okay. You only did it because you knew they were gonna be a consequence for me.
You should have doubled down. Now I have to double down. So there's another ASMRs that I quite like listening to for reasons that you can probably get through implying, right? Okay, so there's a person called Maple Leaf ASMR, right? Which they went on hiatus like almost a year ago, and I was like, damn, this person had some pretty good stuff. That's a shame. But then they came back, and I was like, oh, I'm happy now. Yippee. and that is all you'll get from that. That one is a one I quite liked as well. But we're not going to talk about that on this
I like the artwork
podcast.
for these thumbnails.
Yeah, they make them. Yep, that's done by the channel. Anyway, so we're gonna skip ahead past that one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna skip ahead past this one.
Yeah. So you see, so I. We're gonna see. There's ASMR channels I subscribe to that are of similar nature to that one because I like listening to them. Okay. And we're just gonna let this sit on the table. We're not gonna discuss it. It's
gonna be there at all. It's just gonna be it's gonna be decoration for the house. You're not gonna question it.
You're gonna get the implication. You're gonna see what's implying, and we're not gonna talk about it. Oh, there's actually a new one I like listening. What is it? Paper Puppet ASMR. And they have a pretty good channel, I think. They have pretty funny, pretty funny. There's this one that I once clicked on and it got a pretty funny me laughing. It's the mouse one.
Yeah, I was about to say it's the fucking mouse. The cheese.
It's the mouse. Yeah, the POV, your cheese ASMR. This shit makes me laugh every time.
I remember you sending this to me, and I was just like, I was starstruck. I'm like, what am I watching? I was like,
it's the first 3 seconds makes me laugh every time.
It's the tongue part, is it?
It is the tongue part.
I know. That's your favorite fucking thing.
It makes me laugh. Anyway.
I feel like that anyways, there's that pen dropping it out, all the eyes turn to look at the audience or something. Because I think it's towards me now. Oh shit!
It is towards you. Oh. No, I mean that's basically. I don't really have a lot of other ASMR. There's some people who do mostly VTubing, and then they might do an ASMR here and there, the whole what the fuck are you called now? The catfish who used to be the whale VTuber.
Yeah, this sounds like some fucking made up hoopla when you say it with no context. Because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Catfish that was initially a whale.
Saba. It's now Saba, and they used to be Gura or whatever.
Oh, that VTuber.
Yeah, they were Gara Gura. Now they're Samiko Saba, the fish who's like a catfish, and Gora did a couple ASMR ones, not a lot, but they were decent.
She did ASMR?
Just one stream, two streams of that. And I think when they turned to Saba, I think they did one, or am I crazy? I might be crazy. No, they did not. They did karaoke. I quite like the one where it was the one where you're locked in the fucking insane asylum. I think that one's pretty funny. But
it's just that's home.
Not... You fucking fuckwad. There's also I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
See, this is gonna say some stuff about me. I don't know if I want it said. I'm not going to. I'm digging my hole too deep. I can't go. I could go deep. So there's another new one. It's Ando's ASMR. That one popped up a little bit ago. I don't watch all of them. I watch a couple of them. I kind of like a couple of them, a couple of the videos. But it's a couple of the videos are kind of fetishy. I'm not gonna lie to you. A couple of the early ones are, but a couple of them, I could literally see one that's kind of fetishy, but they're decent. They're decent voice, kind of nice, kind of soft.
Oh yeah, huh? I mean, not to say I have knowledge on this, but I did see it once or twice. Not enjoying listening to, but just oh wow, that's weird.
You were recommended these?
No, not whoever the fuck you're talking about. That you just the way you said that made me think of something else. I guess fetish wise content isn't Vor a popular ASMR thing?
It is. I don't. See that's
We're
just
not
four. I don't get
not
four.
into that, by the way. No offense, like not
No,
judging if
I'm
you're
not.
anyone else is, but
I am. I'm judging. I'm sorry. I am judging, dude. I don't get it. But
I don't get it. But
continue,
like,
Taylor.
I just don't care. I just you just saying that made me think about how like, oh yeah, I remember once or twice I was listening to something and I was like, what the fuck's happening? Is this Vor? And I had to like stop and look. Because like I was like, what was he sound? And now I'm like, yeah, I guess that would be like the one fetish that makes sense to be ASMR is Vor, because you get to hear like all the, I guess like the mouth sounds and not to get into detail, but like all the other sounds, which is not
But
pleasing.
that's
It's
not what.
gross.
That's not who I was just saying does. It's like a different
Yeah. But
thing.
you saying that made me think of that.
Mm. I think that's everyone I'm. Oh yeah, this is person I've been. Okay, I'm not. This is a person, right? Who does like painting ones, but this one is like I'm just gonna be full front. This one's what is it? Quiet creative ASMR. This one is kind of gooner bait. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit's 100% gooner bait. But like it's painting gooner bait, so it's like relaxing. But like it's 100% gooner
How's it
bait.
Gooner bait? Is she?
I'm just look at any of the video. Look at any of the thumbnails, dog. Straight up, just look at any of the thumbnails. Come on,
Okay,
be so serious.
what in the actual? Oh, this.
One,
Oh,
she's actually really good at painting, right? Let me just point that out. She's really good at painting, and these are really relaxing videos. But these are kind of just gooner bait. I'm sorry. This is just kind of that.
I would click on one, but I
If
don't want
I'm
to
in the
accidentally play
wrong,
audio.
if I'm in the wrong, right? If I'm in the wrong and I'm just taking it, but like it is, dog. It is. One of the recent ones is like Star Wars edition, and she's dressed up as Princess Leia from like the third Star Wars film.
Yes. How to
And
paint
like this is
Catwoman, and she in the thumbnail she's just showing off her ass.
yeah. So this one's kind of just gonna bring good, decent videos, like pretty decent. Like one, she's really good at painting. Let
I
me
don't
just
like the
double
way
down on
she
that. She was pretty
looks.
good. But huh?
I just don't like the way she looks. It's the hair. The hair is the reason why I don't like her.
Interesting. Anyway. Yeah.
Nice weather
Anyway.
we're having.
Yeah, nice weather we're having. Your turn.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I
Nah, dog. When this comes out, I'm going to die. People are going to crucify me. It's your turn.
Yeah, hopefully what I say is like you're watching someone do a mass murder, but then the news focuses on like this bus that was late to school. And I'm the bus that was late to school. Okay, I'll break it down. So 2 months ago,
Okay.
I think 2 months ago. Okay, so people call me insane, and I will agree with this because I listen to the same things all the time at work. When I'm at work, I have music playing in my ears. And I don't spice it up my playlist or have different playlists. I listen to like 3 playlists on loop for like, and after a while, that gets kind of tiring. Sometimes I'm like, not in the mood for this, not in the mood for that, not in the mood for this. I'm like, well, damn, what do I listen to now? And so I decided to dive. I'm dropping my fucking YouTubes because I was fidgeting with it. I got you back up, my buddy. I decided to go back into. I was curious, and because of recent events of joking around with each other, I was like, "There's a new thing around the block," and I was curious, and so I started putting on. And I don't know how to pronounce their name, so I'm gonna send this to you guys if you could pronounce this.
I know that one.
I know you know that one.
Anako?
Anako, I think VA. Yeah. So I got curious and I was like, I'll put on the playlist of this and listen to this in my ears.
I know that one because of what they do. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's not a they do stuff on the orange and black YouTube. It's look inside of that channel and just go down to the segment that says MLP
Alright, you didn't have to
ASMR.
read all that shit out
And
loud. You could have kept that shit on the down low.
they're gonna look at it anyway.
I would
They're putting
rather
it
have
on
the
table.
disappointment of people staring at it on their free time than me admitting I killed Jesus on the cross.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh,
The
okay.
65?
Yeah, they keep.
Which one's your favorite?
I don't watch all of them, but I keep updates on them. I keep updates on each one that gets uploaded.
One is hidden. Ooh, I want to know what that one is.
Oh no, that's
Which
so
one's
that's
your
a.
favorite?
I already know what the hidden one is. That's like them pre-uploading. So like that's in the playlist, but it's not public yet. I know that
which
because
one's your
I do
favorite?
that shit sometimes. Okay, which one's my favorite? We're gonna go look at this entire list because I haven't listened to a lot of the new ones.
Ooh, she has a Uma one. Oh, that Uma one's in the wrong folder. That's crazy.
It is in
Interesting.
the wrong folder. It's like the only one too of Uma.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
the
speaking
fuck.
of Uma, that's a fuck. What was her name? I gotta find it because I was listening to a lot of her. I've been listening to her. Hers isn't like my go-to, like the other ones are, but like she has a couple of good ones, like to put in the background. And it's like she did do like a couple Uma Musume like RPs recently, and they're pretty good. Again, they're not like my go-tos. Like couple of the bits of dialogue is like kind of like, damn, you're laying this kind of cringely, but
So last ones I was listening to was like up here, and I would say my favorite one is the Hypnosis Love Spell. That's where I leave it at. I will be honest.
Arylla, that's her name. Aerylla. Yeah, that one. That she has pretty good. She has pretty decent ones. Yes.
Yeah.
If you look at that, there's the your horse girl pampers you after your win. Her win is like is I'm gonna kill myself if that shit. I saw that, I was like, damn. I know Alex would rip me apart for listening to this. Because this one's
rip me
thumbnail.
apart for listening to this.
Because this one's will it show the thumbnail? Oh, it doesn't, huh?
Oh yeah, it's interesting.
No, I actually have to. I just copied the image, but it doesn't let you do that. Here you go. Because
what?
Because that Super Creek's bit is like, I can't remember it because I don't play a lot of Uma Musume, but Super Creek's bit is like the meme everyone has with her is like, you want to play like apparently she plays a game of Goo Goo Babies with like the trainer or something. And so like that's the meme everyone has of her. So the thumbnail has in quotes, "Be the father of my Goo Goo Babies," because it's said in the video. And that shit kills me when I first saw it. I was like, damn, this is the type of shit Alex would crucify me for. And now the people are gonna crucify me for it. So it's all equal. It's all equal.
Yeah, I feel like, I actually can now relate to that image of the two people on the nooses, and I'm just looking at you, and you just said, first time?
I think that's all the noticeable ASMR channels I listen to. I think. Let me do another look through just before anyone asks me and I get caught off guard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like everyone major I listen to.
I mean, I remember when I was in high school, sophomore year, I found a Dragon Ball ASMR, and I thought it was funny because it's not something.
I remember you
relaxing.
showed me that. Yeah,
I showed everybody that. I thought it was funny because it's Goku fighting you, and it's just funny because it's like the video animation is like paper style, and it was just like pow 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 pow, ka me ha. I think they made more.
Oh, there's a I was just recommending me. I think that shit's funny. There's one that was made a while ago about like Matt Tastic ASMR. It's like the steamed hams thing from The Simpsons.
Yes.
It's that entire scene, but the audio is now ASMR.
Yeah, that's expected. They made a Goku Black one. You fight Goku Black in ASMR. Oh, this is like kind of goated. Right. Let's see what happens to this. Oh, you fight both him and Zamasu? Damn.
Yeah, I remember that one. He becomes you become Super Saiyan 4 or something while fighting him. I think that shit.
What?
I think that shit's
you
straight heat.
This?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it. What the fuck's wrong with you, dog?
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is like when you realize your friend also grew up with the same television with you. Oh my god, yeah, you're Super Saiyan 4. I saw the arms. And you're fighting Fuse Zamasu. Is it playing Head Shala? Is this Whisper? I gotta watch this later.
It is Whispered Head Shala, yeah.
That's amazing. But like, not amazing because it's like, oh, I can sleep to this. It's just funny to me. I would never actually watch this.
It is hilarious. Anyway.
Dr. Giro's
no,
Lab.
that one's one of the ones where you just watch it to watch it. Yeah, and it's not like a...
That one you watch it.
But, yeah. Yeah. Guys, I will not be streaming for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna wait until this all blows over. I'm joking. I will probably stream, and if I do, I better not see your asses fucking blasting my shit over this. They're gonna blast my shit over this. I'm so cooked.
That is, you are deep fried, my friend.
I am deep fried. You know what? Tonight, you know what's gonna happen?
You're gonna go sleep.
You know what's gonna... I'm gonna put my headphones in. I'm gonna play that shit anyway. I already have one in mind.
That's... I don't want to hear that. I'd rather not know that you already have your stuff planned. That's the same weird vibe of like fighting someone's porno mag.
You did this. I haven't done the podcast topics I wanted to do when we started this. I still haven't had the opportunity to do them because of you sick bastards.
And next month is my podcast topic, which is in March.
Yeah, it is. And then
nothing's in March, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's in March. And then next one is April. Well, your next topic is in April. Nothing's in April, huh? I mean, is Easter? Is Easter April?
I'm not doing an Easter episode. Fuck you. I'm not doing an Easter episode.
We'll not do Easter episode. It's like Easter's like in the 20th, so it's like way after, way after the podcast episode. Unless I could do one for May. A late Easter.
That.
All right. Well,
I'm just gonna do my own fucking... I have a topic. I don't want to do it this entire time.
Well, sadly, this is probably going to be one of the few short podcast episodes. Unless we can bullshit for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That is the backbone of the internet. That is today's subject. Next episode will be my subject. I'm gonna have to figure that out because unlike this guy over here, I didn't plan any of my subjects out. I just kind of been winging it.
I can't wait for my next episode.
This was definitely an interesting episode. Very short, sadly, but interesting.
Cooked.
And you know what? How about we leave it off with this? Have you guys listen to not only ASMR, but like I'm just doing this for my own pride and ego. Have you guys fell asleep to us?
I'm gonna need a top 5 list. I'm gonna need a top 5 list of your favorite ASMRs if you have listened to them.
Has anyone ever slept to me? I mean, Zion has. I mean, come on, guys. It's not that weird. Trust.
It is that weird. You guys, it's literally that weird. I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
Okay, well, I don't want to hear you talking, dog. We have the files.
I don't hide from it. I need it. Anyway, thanks for joining today's episode.
We're not doing an ASMR outro. Anyways, that's backbone of the internet. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in. We will see you guys next month. See ya.
Goodbye.